The Bison Basketball Show with NDSU head coaches Dave Richman and Jory Collins. The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life and Pepsi.
All right, Bison Nation, welcome on in. Another edition of the Bison Basketball Show. So glad that you're with us. Sam Neidermann, Bison men's head coach, Dave Richman. Coach, great to see you. Finally, one of the best times of year. Welcome to March, my friend.
It is March, and it feels great. Hopefully we can get some good weather to turn here, too, as we head down south to Sioux Falls. But I love this time of year. Obviously, I love this group. Just a great time to be a Bison, Sam. You know, not only what our basketball teams are doing, what you're seeing track and field doing, but very proud of our group, but also make this loud and clear: mission is not accomplished yet.
No doubt about it. Going to look to go down to Sioux Falls and crown the Summit League champion. The Bison looking to cut down the Nets as a #1 seed. Let's take a look at the last week of the regular season. Here are our last two highlights of the regular year. Coach, will start at St. Thomas Thursday night. Got things going early. Andy Stefanowicz all the way for coast-to-coast basket. And then St. Thomas would start to pull away and build up a first-half lead.
Yeah, you had to do this to me here. Certainly not the best performance of Bison basketball this year, and give St. Thomas, you know, a bunch of credit. It was an incredible environment. I've summed it up to its college basketball. We weren't at our best. I thought St. Thomas was really good, a terrific environment. And it's all about build-up, and we didn't have a great week of build-up, and that's on me to move us forward. And I thought our guys did a really good job of learning from this, flushing it, and being present on Saturday.
No doubt about it. Damari Wheeler-Thomas knocking down a three. He had 11 points in this game. About 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Here's a really nice move by Trayson Anderson working down on the block.
Yeah, and Trayson has those abilities, Sam, to take you outside and shoot the three, but because of his size, because of his physicality, his hands and feet, he can do some things like that too, where he can post you up as well.
And then at the end of the first half, Carter Bjerke knocks down a three for St. Thomas. He really got going for the Tommies, and the Bison trying to keep fighting in the second half. 14 minutes to go. Noah Feddersen in the lane. Double figures again for Noah, Coach.
Yeah, again, Noah, it's fun to see Noah being a senior. For him to be playing his best basketball down the stretch, you know, encouraging for us, and obviously great for him.
Bjerke with another three as St. Thomas would keep building up the lead, and they win it 84-62, the final score. You take a look at the final stats. First loss on the road this season in conference play for the Bison, Coach. Just the second one in the conference season. How did you see the group respond there, the quick turnaround heading into UND?
Yeah, when you get your butt kicked like we did, and flat out, you can look at that score, and I don't even know if that score is indicative of how the game went. It's important. It's important to sit in that a little bit and reflect on what all of us can do better, need to do better. At the same sense, I think it worked to our benefit that it was a quick road trip back, you know, a pretty heavy practice on Friday, and then getting ready for a rivalry game to finish out our season. And again, by the results of Saturday, you could tell how our guys were focused and responded.
Absolutely. You could see it right from the jump. We're going to get into those highlights in just a moment. First break here on the program. Coming up next, the Bison and UND on Senior Day, and a massive performance by NDSU.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. ATM fee refunds and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. USA. Call today.
A fender bender, a big idea, the next chapter.
Different days have different needs,
but they all start the same way.
With one call to First Western.
Banking.
Insurance.
Trust.
Not departments, just different ways we show up for the same people.
First Western. All under one roof, all in your corner. You can bank on us.
Life is full of beautiful moments. Adventure, fun, excitement, and sometimes the unexpected can happen. With Nodak Insurance, you can keep doing what you do. Use our technology to file claims quickly online, on your phone, or lean on our award-winning service team so you can get back to what matters. Living life uninterrupted. Nodak Insurance. Agents with answers.
Hey, grab me one too.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. ATM fee refunds and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Welcome back on in Bison Basketball Show. Sam Neidermann, Bison head coach Dave Richman here with us. Let's get into some senior day highlights. NDSU and UND. This was an awesome ceremony, Coach. 4 seniors plus Henry Schmidt, our awesome Bison manager.
Senior day is a big day, and you can see the sport code, and it's a memorable day. And we honored and send out 5 guys the right way. Both guys that do things for us, obviously on the court and tremendously off the court for us as well. And 5 guys that I could not be more proud of, appreciative of, and have left a great legacy at North Dakota State.
There they are with one last photo. Damari Wheeler-Thomas, Noah Feddersen, Tay Smith, Mark-Kai Strickland, and Henry Schmidt. We'll pick things up. It's the battle of North Dakota, NDSU, and UND. 5 minutes into the ball game, Bison get it down low to Trayson Anderson, who climbs the ladder for the two-handed stuff. UND got off to the early lead, Coach putting some pressure on, but then Bison offense would get settled in.
Yeah, I didn't know if our fans were ever going to sit for a while. And again, credit North Dakota, and we knew it. They were sitting on us for a week, and we had a quick turnaround. And they play that chaotic style of defense, and they put a lot of pressure on you with their offense attacking downhill. I thought it took our guys just a little bit to shake off the Thursday night rust and a challenging practice the day before. But obviously by how we ended the half and carried that over into the second half, our guys were present, focused, and just a great Saturday afternoon.
There was a flow. Look at this. It's our Gate City Bank play of the game. How about the ball movement?
Well, I love it. And you can see it starts with TC. It goes around. It comes back to TC. That's brilliant basketball by our guys. Selfless basketball and just the right, fun way to play the game.
NDSU spreading the wealth as they would jump into the lead here in the first half, 37-31. Tay Smith, he knocked down 5 trays in the first half.
He wears the number 3 for a reason, and he had it going. And it carried over a little bit into the second half, too. But for Tay, being a senior, just a really cool, special way to send him out on our home court.
Bison up by 11, final seconds of the first half, just like we drew it up, Coach.
Just like we drew it up, yeah. Tay was forced it maybe a little bit early, but thankfully he did. Noah was present, the recipient of a nice little pass, right, by Tay, and a good putback.
Yeah, and then the Bison just would keep on rolling. You know what was remarkable, Coach, reading the post-game recap? After it was 17-9 UND, 88-46 NDSU run to finish the game.
I hadn't heard that too, but again, you're seeing selfless basketball. You're seeing guys score off the catch. Kai to Trayson, Damari to Tay. Again, this is what's such a joy for me. As a coach, where you see guys that prioritize winning. They prioritize us over me, and really cool to see this group reflect the things of toughness, togetherness that we want Bison basketball to be about. Sam.
Bison crush it on senior day. They win 96-63 over UND. 16 made threes by NDSU, shot 55% from beyond the arc. led by Tay Smith. He had 7 of those threes, a new career high 28 points. Damari Wheeler-Thomas also playing well down the stretch. Coach, he had 19.
Yeah, it's great to see those numbers on the left, too, but also then when you see 54-26 in the building, right, like that's always been the goal and the vision. And I remember guys like Tyree and Edie and I talking about the legacy and packing the shack. And, man, just a fun atmosphere. It's what college basketball, it's what March is all about. And thankfully for us, after a little bit of a slow start, that was about 30 to 35 minutes of some really, really good Bison basketball.
Yeah, you could feel it in the building. A packed shack indeed, as the Bison win it. 24 wins now in the regular season, the most in the modern era for Bison basketball. All right, my friend, we've got a bracket. Here it is, the Summit League tournament getting ready to go down to Sioux Falls.
I like this champion thing right over my shoulder, too. But, yeah, no, I mean, we're obviously extremely excited, Sam, to get down to Sioux Falls. They, the Summit League, the Sioux Falls Authority do a tremendous job putting on a great event. Make no mistake, I'm still going to be David Richman here. We need to be present Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday as we prepare for we're also going down there to play 3 games. And to do that, you need to be present in that first game. If we are fortunate to win, reset a little bit on Friday, and then lock in for another 80 minutes. But I'm excited. Obviously, I know you're excited. Our guys are excited. We need to make sure that we continue to get better and stay present this week because there's tremendous opportunity at the end of it.
Hey, you see it there, the #1 seed awaiting the winner of Oral Roberts or Kansas City. They'll play Wednesday night. What's that process look like to prepare?
Yeah, different, right? And as we sit here today and as we prepare, there's not that specific opponent in front of us, too. So I don't mind that, though. There's some things that Bison basketball needs to clean up and focus on. It's always a little bit about our preparation for our opponent, Sam, but at the end of the day, it's Bison basketball. And can we pass and catch and shoot it? Can we sit down and guard the basketball, have our ball screen coverage be on point? And those are the things that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week is we don't know specifically who our opponent is. That'll be our focus.
Thursday night, that'll be the first game for the Bison, 6 p.m. in the Premier Center in Sioux Falls. Coach, we cannot wait. Always appreciate your time. Thanks so much, and we'll see you down at Sioux Falls. Good luck.
It's the best time of year, Sam. Go Bison.
Go Bison indeed. Coach Dave Richman with us here on the Bison Basketball Show. We're going to take a timeout. There's your full look at the bracket. When we come back, Jory Collins, head coach of the Summit League regular season champs, the Bison women. He's going to be with us coming up next.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. ATM fee refunds and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. USA. Call today.
All right, everybody, welcome back on in Bison Basketball Show. Sam Neidermann here, now joined by Bison women's head coach Jory Collins. Jory, great to see you, and congratulations once again. Summit League outright champs for the first time in school history. How does it feel?
Yeah, thank you, Sam. It feels great. Obviously, our kids have put together a really good regular season, non-con as well, and carried that into some really good Summit League play, and just really happy and proud of them for, finishing the job here this last week.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome to see the Bison cut down the nets here in Fargo. We're going to jump into how it all happened before we preview the Summit League tournament. Let's start on Wednesday night inside the Shack. Massive crowd, massive matchup. NDSU against SDSU. Jory obviously wanted to have a chance to sweep the Jacks here and get the outright done. But the first half, they got out to a lead and ultimately ended up taking this one.
Yeah, it was a tough night for us, Sam. We were not at our best at all, and hated to see that in front of an absolutely fantastic home crowd. Really wanted to show out for our home fans and just weren't able to get it done. And they came in, super aggressive, and they were playing for something as well. And we just didn't match the intensity early in the game, and it was an uphill fight for most of the game.
Yeah, we'll pick things up here midway through the quarter. You look at the score. Carrington had a nice day. She scores down off the block, 35-27. Lower scoring game. How did you feel about the pace as it unfolded?
Well, I thought we were having a rock fight out there, Sam. That's about what it felt like. Super physical, not a lot of offense. Carrington was the highlight for our team. And Marissa Frost was sick as a dog that day. Played as hard as she could. Missed shoot around because she couldn't be out there, and just a little bit under the weather. But I thought Carrington was a highlight for sure. Just didn't get enough out of people that normally we get some good production out of against a really good team.
And no doubt, it was a single-digit game going into the fourth quarter. 11-point lead for SDSU here. They really got Meyer and Mathewitz going.
They did. We had the opportunity. We were down 8. I think we missed 4 free throws in a row to cut it to 4, and that was probably the separating factor there to start the fourth quarter that didn't allow us to get back in it.
12-point lead for SDSU. Bison still fighting, but a turnover. The Jackrabbits in transition. Maddie Mathewitz all the way to the basket. She lays it in for 2. That would make it 50-36. Bison still working. Carrington loses the ball, and another steal for the Jacks as they would take it and go down the other end for the score. South Dakota State with the lead, and a timeout on the floor, 52-36 in favor of the Jackrabbits. One more down the stretch as Mathewitz makes the big three-point shot at the top of the key, 57-38, and SDSU wins it over the Bison, 59-44, the final score. Take a look at your final stats. It snaps the win streak for NDSU. First loss for the Bison since November the 21st. You look there at the final figures. Carrington Asp, as you mentioned, Jory, she was a spark with 11 points.
Yeah, I think she's the only one that had multiple field goals in the first half, Sam. Just somebody that was ready to go that night. We turned the ball over more than we've turned it over in a long time. Just didn't have a ton of juice in that particular game, and Mathewitz for them was fantastic. Their 2 seniors were really, really good. We're going to have to be better than that the next time we play them.
No doubt. A chance to bounce back, though, for the Bison, as NDSU would have a couple of days to recover and get ready for Senior Day. Let's jump into the highlights. Bison on Saturday hosting UNT. Always emotional. We got Senior Day. Audrey Martinez doing it. Abby Graham there being honored here before the game.
2 great representatives of our program. 2 completely different paths to being a Bison. AG's been here her whole career for 4 years. Continued to raise the level of our program. Audrey's a 1-year player. Came in and has made a tremendous impact in a variety of ways this year.
No doubt. And now we get things going with the Bison leading it early. Avery Coonan would have an amazing game in this one. UND fought hard. This was a close game in the first half.
Yeah, they like they say, rivalry games, you kind of throw the records out the window. We expected it to be a dogfight for sure. They have some very competitive kids. We continue to establish Avery in the post. Obviously had a monster game for her. We were without Jossie this game, so multiple people had to step up. I thought Molly Lenz was terrific in this game as well.
No doubt. It was 26-24 Bison late first half. UND not going away. They knocked down a couple of 3-pointers to stay in it. Marissa Frost, nice drive drive and find for Abby Kraswitsky.
Yeah, she's been great in transition. She's still getting over a little sickness, but had a little more juice and burst to her on Saturday. Here she gets a great corner three. People doubling Avery there at the high post. And then second half, AG got us going. I think had a 5-0 run herself to start the second half. A little three in the corner spark, and then got herself to the free throw line pretty quick, too.
Pretty awesome to see for Abby Graham on Senior Day as the Bison start to build up a lead, up by 6. Avery Coonan, Jory, she had 29 in this game, and this is where she would really start get going. Amelia Hobson's been a nice boost off the bench.
Amelia was great, and we needed every minute of it. She was played 29 minutes, Sam, season high in minutes. She guarded the other team's point guard in the fourth quarter and really did a good job of slowing her down for us.
The Bison up by double figures. Here's Molly Lenz, as Jory talked about, just off the mark on the three, but the offensive rebound by Avery Coonan, one on the house as well as she finishes through contact. Bison up by 14. Carrington Asp, nice step through move, finishes with the left hand. You've got posts that are scoring down low through contact right now, Jory.
Yeah, they were both really good in and around the basket, and that's a 1-2 punch for us that's really hard for most other teams to match up to.
Bison up big, and then Amelia Hobson with the knockdown three to extend it 93-69. Bison pouring it on, and there it is, the celebration. First time in school history, Summit League regular season champions.
Yeah, you know, something that we set as a goal early in the year, Sam, and to see it come to fruition, and just know the amount of time and hard work that the girls and our team has put in to get to that moment. Really rewarding and special for them.
The team photo is pretty awesome as you get a look at the final stats. How'd it feel to be up there cutting down the nets? That was an awesome moment here in the roar of the crowd.
It's been a long time, been 9 years for me, Sam, so I missed it quite a bit. I was really happy to get up there and like I said, celebrate with our coaches and our team.
Got to keep the balance on the ladder for sure.
That's right.
It. You look at the final numbers here. A lot of free throws in this game. 29, a season high, and that's always going to be bread and butter for the Bison.
Yep. You know, Avery, I think, got fouled 14 times in the game, Sam. Wow. I mean, that's a pretty big mark for drawing contact. Everybody shot free throws well in that particular game. We needed to. We spent a lot of time at the line, being assertive around the basket, and did a really good job of knocking them down.
95-70 the final. The Bison win it. Let's take a look at our Nodak Insurance player of the game, Avery Coonan, afterwards.
Nodak Insurance Player of the Game trophy just handed out, outright conference champions. What's going through your head right now?
Yeah, it just means the world, you know, to come out and just accomplish something that, you know, we haven't in so long and in the Division I era even. So just to go out and accomplish what we worked for all year just means a lot.
It was a 1-point game at halftime, and then you guys go out to a big lead and hold on. What happened in the second half?
Yeah, we knew what was at stake, you know, and we wanted to win this thing outright. So just to come back out with confidence right away in the second half, and I thought we did that.
Congratulations. Go celebrate.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Another double-double for Avery Coonan, our Nodak Insurance player of the game. All right, Jory, we've got the bracket right here behind us. The Bison, the #1 seed, going to play Thursday against either Omaha or UND in the 8-9 game. Coach, what do you make of the potential matchup?
Yeah, you know, we got a couple things here this week to work on and get better ourselves until we decide, you know, find out who we play Wednesday evening. Obviously, fresh opponent here in UND, so I don't know that any one of us are going to reinvent the wheel in 3 or 4 days if it happens to be them. UNO is playing much better late in the year, have really got it going at a different level than they were for most of the year, so it's going to be a good matchup either way.
Cannot wait for it. Thursday, the Bison ready to go in that first game of the Summit League tournament. Jory, we really appreciate the time. We're going to keep on rolling here as you get a look at the full screen graphic. More to come. Our Olaf Anderson feature on senior Abby Graham after the break.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. ATM fee refunds and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Hey, grab me one too.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
A fender bender. A big idea. The next chapter.
Different days have different needs.
But they all start the same way.
With one call to First Western.
Banking.
Insurance. Trust.
Not departments, just different ways we show up for the same people.
First Western. All under one roof, all in your corner. You can bank on us.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
Something that really stood out for me from the start was just how honest and straightforward he was. Our personalities just went together really well, and we saw eye to eye on a lot of things. He shared his vision for the program, and I want to be a part of that. It's just awesome to see that kind of ending on a high note here.
To see that kind of success came with it too, that Bison women's basketball didn't have that before you got here, that it almost timed out with your arrival, to see more people interested, more people coming to the games, you guys winning. You've only known this, but that wasn't the case beforehand. Describe what this has been like for you.
Yeah, I'm just really grateful to be able to be a part of it. That every year we've been able to recruit better and better players, and just seeing, our team has gotten better every single year that I've been here. And I'm glad that I was able to stick by for all of it and be a part of it.
Tell me about the last couple of games for you personally, especially Saturday. Come off the bench and hit a couple big shots, and just how that game turned and you were a big catalyst for that.
Yeah, I think just being ready to go. Just, you never know what's going to happen. Just being ready to kind of shoot your shot. Teammates found me, so I just had to knock it down.
I'm super grateful for AG, and I'm really proud of her. It hasn't been the easiest. When you come in, you have all these expectations. You think how your career's going to go, what your role may be, all those kind of things. And she's really been a role player, for her 4 years, but a darn good one. She's gotten better every single year. I think she's playing with confidence right now. And number one thing AG's always been able to do is shoot the basketball. And she has the green light from us and has been on fire. Somebody told me she's 9 for her last 11. That's absurd. We expect her to come in the game. Obviously, we have a tremendous post presence, and people are going to dig and double, and having that factor out there is huge for us.
How about for you personally? You went from starting sometimes to now your role where you're at. How difficult was it been just to manage that both physically and mentally, of adjusting to a new role for yourself?
Yeah, I think mentally is probably the hardest part. Obviously, when you're younger, especially, you don't really have just the maturity to kind of see the big picture.
Awesome to have Abby Graham as a senior here at our Bison women's program. All right, Jory, we really appreciate the time. Thanks so much. Good luck down at Sioux Falls.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Go Bison.
No doubt about it. For Jory Collins and Dave Richman, I'm Sam Neidermann. A big thanks to our entire crew. We'll see you down at the tournament. Until then, go Bison.
The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank, for a better way of life, and Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.